In my opinion, smoking in the campus area should not be allowed. Even on my campus, Binasarana Informatika University, things like smoking on campus are prohibited. So, it should be for students like me to obey this regulation. Then, even though there are already these rules, there are still some students who might violate these rules silently. And honestly, I don't like people who always break a rule or a law. Where there is a rule, we must obey it and give it some respect because smoking is bad for health and it affects the air that we inhale anyway. And what if there is someone can't inhale smoke from a cigarette or they don't like to be exposed to toxic chemicals in smoke. It's so disrespectful to smoke in a place that is supposed to be a healthy environment and a place to gain knowledge when we know there is a rule that forbids it. I hope we can all take care of ourselves because nowadays our earth is very polluted by air pollution everywhere, be it by vehicle fumes, factories, or even cigarette smoke. So stay healthy so that we can live for a long time. In my opinion, the Indonesia versus Bahrain match was unfair to Indonesia because we could see during the match there were some weird things done by Bahrain players, namely they often fell down even though Indonesian players did not push or nudge them hard. It felt like Bahrain players were doing some drama to get a penalty or a free kick. Then, not only Bahrain players are strange, the referee from Oman named Ahmed Al-Kaf, while leading the Indonesia versus Bahrain match, was also very strange. The referee looks more likely to be on the Bahrain side. Even the game should have ended in the 96 minutes. The fact is that the referee is actually stopped the game in the 99 minutes when Bahrain had equalized the score with Indonesia. So, from all these strange things, I think that maybe Indonesia was cheated by Bahrain by paying the referee from Oman. Our new president, Mr. Prabowo Subianto, campaigned a few months ago and was inaugurated when he won the election and delivered some of his promise for Indonesia, such as free lunch for students. And then, in my opinion, Mr. Prabowo's success in winning the presidential election was due to the promise he made during his campaign. Or maybe there are other factors that caused Mr. Prabowo to win the presidential election. So, what do I think about his promise, such as freelance? I think the freelance program is quite risky because in Indonesia, corruption cases are very common, but from the lowest to the highest. So, it could be that the quality of the free lunch menu has decreased, which is caused by officials in the local area corrupting funds from the central government. So, in my opinion, this free lunch program feels unconvincing because Indonesia is not a corruption free country like in Europe, but one of the most corrupt countries in the world. I am a first semester student who has just met a few lecturers at Binasarana Informatika University, but I will still share my opinion about the lecturers at my university. In my opinion, Some lecturers at Binasarana Informatika University that I know are quite active in teaching, but other lecturers seem busy or even very busy, so they rarely teach us in class. Sometimes the busy lecturers give us material to study. Lastly, all the lecturers I know seems nice in my eyes. Simple present or present continuous. Okay, first is I teach English. This is my job. Second, I am teaching English. This is what I am doing at the moment. I am teaching you English. Let's continue with some more examples. The first is they live in the USA. Second, I am studying for the exams these days. What's the difference for they live in the USA? It means that they live in the USA all the time. It is a permanent state. Second, what the difference for I am studying for the exams these days? It means that I am studying only these several days. The action is taking place only for a short period of time. How do we form present simple? Well, there is some formula for it, like I, you, they, we, he, she, it. For example, is I live in the USA and she studies architecture. The verb be. Remember the forms of the verb be for the present simple tense. I, he, she, it, we, you, they. Is, are. For the example is I am a teacher and you are students. Negative forms. For all verbs except be use don't plus verb doesn't. I live in the USA. 2. I don't live in the USA. It is mean do not. And next is she studies architecture. 2. She doesn't study architecture. It means she does not. Negative BA. For the verb, BI simply add the word not after the verb. I am tired. 2. I am not tired. She is rich. She is not rich. They are here. 2. They are not here. Question and short answers. We form question by putting auxiliary do or does or any form of the verb be before the subject. First, do you live in the USA? Yes, I do. Or no, I don't. Second, does she study medicine? The answer yes, she does. Or not, no, she doesn't. Are they friends? Yes, they are. Or no, they aren't. We use simple present for facts or things that are always generally true. Second, weather boils at 100 Celsius. 3. It rains a lot in Lithuania. 4. The sky is blue. That that four things is an example for the what we use simple present for. Next is we use simple present for the situation that are more or less permanent. Example is I live in New York, or John works in a bank, and Lisa studies architecture. Next is we use simple present for the things we do regularly, hobbies, habits, and routines. Example is like Every day I get up at 7:30 morning. Second, I have a shower and eat breakfast. 3. Then I take the train to work. 4. Every Thursday I play basketball. Next, we use simple present for the action that are scheduled. First, the train leaves at 9 p.m. Second, the lesson starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. Next is there are adverbs of frequency and time phrases. This is look like a formula to do the simple present, like always, often, usually, sometimes, rarely, never, that followed by once a week, twice a month, every day, 4 times a year, every Tuesday. Example is like I never go to the cinema alone. Second, my grandmother sees her doctor twice a month. Next is how do we form present continuous? Well, there is some formula in the picture I will give in the my right side. You can see it like I you he see it we you they mr is r following by eating, playing, singing, studying, traveling, talking, shouting, etc. And then is the negative forms and question. Example is like, are you eating? No, I'm not eating. Is he singing? She is not singing. Next, are they reading? They are not reading. We use present continuous for first, action happening now at the moment of speaking. 2. It rains. It is raining outside. 3. He can't pick up the phone. He is having a shower now. Next, we use present continuous for temporary actions. For example, we are looking for a new house at the moment. Next, they are painting the fence. Next, we use present continuous for fixed arrangements or plans in the near future. I am going out with him tonight. Second, we are flying to Paris tomorrow morning. Next, we use present continuous for currently changing and developing situations. For the example is the earth is getting hotter and hotter. Second, the winters in Lithuania are becoming warmer and warmer. The prices are increasing all the time. Next, time expression we use with present continuous. Now, at the moment, at present, these days, nowadays, today, tonight. For example, my mother is cooking at the moment. Second, I am going dancing tonight. Thank you for your attention. I am sorry if I speak like a newbie because in the fact I was just a newbie. Yeah. And sorry for the material. It looks like very short and unfollowable, but I put my efforts to that things to get a grade from the lectures. Okay, thank you.